The bees are dying, and our survival hangs in the balance. In the past year, over 70% of U.S. bee colonies, more than 1.1 million hives, were lost, marking the worst collapse on record. At 4RBs, we're fighting back with our breakthrough PureWave cell, a quantum frequency device crafted with 48,000 Gauss rare earth magnets in the shape of the flower of life. When placed inside a beehive, it delivers remarkable results. Colonies grow 2 to 3 times larger, honey production soars, pesticide and antibiotic use drops to zero, colony collapse nearly vanishes, and queen replacements plummet. Every purchase also supports our beekeeper program, providing free PureWave cells to small beekeepers worldwide. Rebuilding life one hive at a time. Join the fight today and buy a jar of PureWave honey, or even one of the cells used by the beekeepers. Use code WITF for 20% off at 4rbs.com. And if you're listening on audio only, that's the number 4, letter R, bees.com.
Where in the Folk is not and should not be viewed as a news source. Any names, places, or likenesses mentioned are purely fictional, and any information discussed is purely speculative. Guest opinions are their own and do not reflect those of anyone else. Where in the Folk is not responsible for content accuracy of any stories that are told or what people do with these stories. This show is vulgar, sometimes graphic, and due to its content, it should not be viewed by anyone actually.
Welcome to another episode of Where in the Folk. I hope everybody's had a great week, and thank you for joining myself, Tully, and Morgana as we cover the news you might not have heard this week. All right, so how do you guys want to get started? Who wants to start with the Friday night feel good? Tully,
I have a legitimate feel good.
Go for it.
Okay, first off, I would like to congratulate my grandson, Elijah. He made 100% in his state math test this week. He did not get that from me, just for the record. So, but that is not my Friday feel good. Last weekend, there were 5 school shootings in my state, which absolutely is insane. So I found a good school story for tonight. So,
hey, Landa.
Hey, Landa, you never know what kind of surprise a school day might bring, but principal in Buffalo, New York, her morning turned into something pretty cool. Principal Brianna Lanoy of the Buffalo Academy of Science Charter School walked into what she thought was a routine assembly. She'd been told to expect a school event, maybe a pep rally, a celebration of some sort, but what she didn't know was that her entire school, teachers, students, and even former pupils had been planning something for her behind her back. When she entered the courtyard, the space had been transformed into a full wedding venue, complete with decorations, an aisle. Her fiance, Zach, was there waiting at the end. Students from every grade, pre-K through 4, were lined up in place representing their classes like a little miniature wedding party. Her assistant principal, Courtney Champlin, had secretly orchestrated the whole thing. She gathered students, planned decorations, and even made sure that Lanoy's family could be there. Said when she realized what was happening, she just burst into tears, just completely overwhelmed. Well, the music played. The students handed her a veil. A student walked her down the aisle. Her groom was at the end. And then one of her students was the officiant. He opened the ceremony with the words that just melted everybody. Said, "Today we celebrate love, the same kind of love that Principal Lanoy gives us every day."
Wow.
They exchanged candy rings. They had laughter. Students cheered, teachers cried, and even a few local news cameras showed up. Former students spoke about how she changed their lives, calling her a mentor and a hero. Later, she said it was one of the most touching moments of her life and that she was completely overwhelmed with joy and emotion. She'd always dreamed of including her students in her wedding, but never imagined they'd make it happen for her. So, in a world that can just be totally heavy and divided, there's still kindness out there. There's still gratitude out there. A week later, Brianna and Zach actually held their actual wedding on school grounds so that they could have it, again, official. So,
well, that's really cool. That is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to send a shout out to everybody because last week we actually gained 1,000 followers on YouTube. Like,
Wow.
like 1,000 extra. That was weird because it happened in like 3 days. So that was
Dang.
strange.
Well, welcome everybody. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Holly.
I mean, that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what took place, but thank you all. That was
Yes.
neat.
I think they'd
Absolutely.
always been there.
They might have been.
I have a theory that we've just been shadow banned for so long, and they're starting to relax on some of their censorship.
Yeah.
Could be. Could be.
Totally, you lost camera.
I
Yes.
have, yeah. I'm working with a new computer here, guys. You have to bear with me.
Put your
Hey,
shirt
you know,
back on.
I
Hey,
did
like-
notice one thing, and I don't know if y'all have noticed it or not, but while we're doing the intro every week and the outro, when the music's playing, me and Cecil are bopping and dancing, and Tully never moves.
He
You
looks like
can't
a
feel the
robot.
music.
No, he looks like a robot. He's like
The
He's getting
reality is that I'm doing all of our social media in the background. Oh, you guys don't have a care in the world. And I'm just trying to get our show going, you know.
that is funny. No, he totally does a lot of work. He really does.
Please,
There's no
God.
question. He absolutely does. But you know, I have a
He
firm
does all the work.
policy. He does. If I don't like you, I don't give you a hard time. So just know it's love from my heart that makes me give you hell.
I'll try to move more while I'm typing all of our hashtags out.
Next
That'll
time
work.
we'll just see him do a thumbs up. People like,
Yeah.
well, that's fine. All right, so let's move on. So the Friday Not Feel So Good is about a John Paul Sheptock, a 49-year-old pastor, worship leader, singer, songwriter from Montgomery, Texas. I thought Montgomery was somewhere else.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. But anyway, he was arrested on September 29th, 2025. So this would have happened a couple weeks ago. And this was on federal charges of producing and possessing child SA material. I wish I wouldn't have started reading this one. Known nationwide for his resilience, born without arms or without legs. Let's see. Well, with one leg shorter than others, Sheptock had become an inspirational figure in Christian circles. He defied his physical limitations to preach in prisons, lead worship services, and release music albums that touched the themes of faith and overcoming adversity. His story often highlights God's grace and amid personal trials, earning him admiration for congregation and media outlets. At the time of his arrest, however, he was providing spiritual guidance to inmates at a local facility when authorities from Montgomery County Precinct 3 took him into custody. I've not seen anything about this.
I had not either.
So the investigation began on in August of this year, after tips surfaced alleging Sheptock possessed explosive material involving a minor under 18. Federal prosecutors have charged him with offenses carrying a potential sentence of 2 to 20 years. Unfortunately, he'll probably get the
6 months.
least of it. Sheptock was affiliated with First Montgomery Baptist Church, where he occasionally assisted in large group settings with children, but did not have direct oversight responsibilities. Following the arrest, church leaders, including Pastor for Chris Gober, swiftly removed him from all duties and issued a statement expressing shock and reaffirming their commitment to child safety. As of October 16, 2025, Sheptock remains in custody, with the case drawing attention to a stark contrast between his public image of inspiration and the gravity of all the allegations that's been posed against him. This happens way more often than not. We actually, in our hometown, it was like an open secret that one of the guys that was a youth leader at one of the churches was doing stuff with children.
Mm-hmm.
And a few, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, it came out on a very popular podcast when this guy goes around. It's a soft white underbelly podcast. Have you ever?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So he went to our hometown where he talked to people, because he goes to all like the I guess you call the poorer places with the most soft white underbelly of people, basically. and that's unfortunately is where Tully and I'm from. And he was interviewing somebody, and the guy called out this youth leader on that podcast. Nothing ever came of it.
Yeah.
It's like the town kind of hid it from everybody. So I mean, this happens a lot more than what people think it does. I think people know it happens a lot more now than it did.
I was listening to a comedian that I really like here recently, and generally, you know, I listen to him because he's just funny, you know, but he got on something a little more serious here a couple of weeks ago when I was listening to him. It was about the Catholic Church of LA paying out $750 million to victims.
Mm-hmm.
And as of right now, they're at 1.5 billion in payouts. And his thing was like, you know, first off, the fact that they had that kind of money that they could just make that kind of payout is insane.
Yeah.
But two, he's like, you know, as a person of God, how do you reconcile that? You know, that this organization, when, you know, a priest would go to him and say, hey, I've got a problem, I'm doing this or thinking of that. Instead of doing something with them, they shuffle them off to another parish or another church.
Yeah. That's what it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like how they just kind of transfer CEOs from one company to the next.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
exactly. You
like
know,
the church kind of operates on the same
yep.
values.
Which is why they should be taxed. Okay,
Yeah.
there's my politics for the day. So, but yeah, like I said, you know, I can't wrap my, you know, there are certain people in certain positions I personally hold to a higher standard. A minister, a police officer, a doctor, you know, you have chosen to do this, and therefore you should lead by example.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So,
yeah.
All right, well, moving on. The first attempt at removing forever chemicals was vetoed this week.
Of course.
Yeah. On October 13th, 2025, the California governor vetoed Senate Bill 682, which aimed to phase out the sale and distribution of products containing PFAS, or forever chemicals, known for their environmental persistence and health risks like cancer, reproductive issues, and immune system harm. The bill passed by the state legislature targeted items such as nonstick cookware, food packaging, cleaning products, dental floss, and children's goods like crib mattresses, setting bans by 2028 or 2030. The governor acknowledged the bill's intent to protect public health and the environment, but cited concerns about its broad scope, particularly the potential to increase prices for essential household items like cookware, which could disproportionately affect affordability for Californians.
I mean, they do this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, now it seems like they're going to try to lean like some of like the reproductive issues off onto COVID now.
Uh-huh.
I was literally reading this before I fell asleep in there. After
Really?
today. Yeah. What they're saying is that COVID has transformed the DNA of certain male sperm that had COVID. That's going to have long-lasting impacts on the future of generations.
That sounds kind of fishy.
Yeah. And we know that all these chemicals and stuff that this is talking about is like, it's been proven at this point that, you know, they cause reproductive issues. Cancer comes from the majority of them and things like this. That's the reason that even though he's a little wild, that one guy, he's trying to get a lot of this stuff banned so that we can, you know, get back to some kind of cleanliness. But it's over.
Morgana's point.
Hmm?
If I didn't intentionally try to stay out of politics, the whole list would be politics.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the whole list would be politics.
Oh
Nothing
yeah.
but it.
It's a dance. It's a dance that we do every week to try to stay out of it.
Yeah, so we just stay with the predators and the murderers and, you know,
Because-
the easy stuff.
Well,
You can-
We
the
can all
OpenAI
agree.
stuff. Yeah, all the AI stuff is politicking adjacent anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
But like, I don't know, like, if you want to listen to stuff about politics, you can find that on 100 other things.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's just beat to death. But this whole thing right here, like, why not pass this law? What else was there in it, though? You know, we don't
They're
know.
saying it would make cookware less affordable.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. My guess is the chemical companies are lobbying.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cast iron, I mean, you can get cast iron everything. It's expensive, but it lasts
Oh, forever. Yeah.
I mean,
A friend of ours during Katrina, their house was under like 8 feet of water, and he had cast iron cookware that belonged to his grandmother. And this guy's my parents' age, and took them. And then the rest of it, we had a storage unit, and he left some of it here. Well, he called Mo and said, I'm going to have to throw out all of my cast iron because you can taste that water, that seawater from the storm surge and everything. He said, so it's ruined all of it. Well, Mo got out there, and Mo's a big bonfire person. He likes to throw a big bonfire and everything. Yeah. So he gets out there and thinks about it and goes and gets 3 or 4 of these, 100-year-old cast iron skillets and just threw them in the fire and just let them cook until they got white hot, took them out, seasoned them, and they were like new. So he called him back and said, don't throw them out. Here's what you need to do. And they're still going strong.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. But the crib mattresses and things like that, setting, I don't know, man. Like cleaning products.
Something must be going on with the connection tonight.
Yeah. It's acting a little fishy.
Well, I just checked. I didn't know whether it was an internet thing or what, but it's acting very buggy for me.
And
but as long as you're here, you're here, the show could go on.
Yeah, we push on.
I just had somebody in here questioning me, so I hid.
We push on.
Landa says we all keep freezing.
Oh,
yay!
Yeah, something's going on with the connection. Tonight, Landa. I don't know. You guys keep freezing for me too. I don't know if I'm freezing for you or not.
Everything looks crystal clear on my side.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I haven't had any problems at all.
Well, good deal.
It's all you and Landa.
Yeah,
just me and Landa.
Yep. So you want to hit Aldi?
Yeah, I threw this on here because we never talk about anything happy. And Aldi came out. This is a true feel-good moment. They came out and said that this year they're going to do a Thanksgiving dinner that'll feed 10 people. I'm feeding back. They said that it would feed 10 people for just $40. And they're putting together the whole deal. It's $7 cheaper than last year's average to feed 10 people. And it's equivalent to $4 a person. And the short and skinny is they're just cutting it out of their profits. These companies get billions and billions of dollars in profits. And they said, you know what? It's the biggest food holiday of the year. We want to take care of the lower income folks. And we're going to cut the price regardless. And what's crazy, and maybe like the enraging part of this, is I don't know why it takes a foreign grocer to do this for American people. Because Aldi, even though they're all over America, it's a German company. So you look at all the other companies in America that all make billions of dollars in profit every year, and they're all doing things to encroach on our freedoms and our ability to not have a monopoly when we want to go buy something I was complaining to Cecil and Morgana about all the digital price tags that they're doing around here in the city. They've changed every one of them, even in the freezers. Every single price tag that you see in the store is now digital in some stores, and they can change the price whenever they want to. They can, in the future, they could do surge pricing. So if it's busiest at 5 o'clock in the day, you're going to get charged more for a carton of eggs at 5 o'clock in the day than you would in the morning. It's very opportunistic, crazy, lunatic era that we're living in when it comes to grocery stores and merchants. Walmart's doing the same thing. I know we had the story about Walmart changing their lighting recently. So one thing I've done, I've stopped shopping at places that put the digital tags up. People will retort with like, Amazon does the same thing. They can raise prices, lower prices, whenever. But the difference with Amazon, you can click on a product and you can see the past 12 months of like price history to see exactly what's happening with it. You can't do that on your carton of eggs.
Yep.
It's not fair. The price may change from when you get it out of the freezer to when you get to the register.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? There ain't going to be no more. Well, the tag said this because you're going to go back to the tag and it's going to say what they're saying at the register.
Yeah. They haven't started doing that down here yet, but now we tend to be behind.
Yeah, we do.
Nationally.
Well, I'm very passionate about this just because it's happening to me personally. But
oh, hell yeah.
The fact that Aldi's doing this for all the underprivileged folks this Thanksgiving,
it's amazing.
Anybody that has an Aldi close to them, if you can buy your stuff at Aldi's, you totally should make it a point to start spending your money with people that aren't trying to rob you or kill you. Like they also make it a point to not have chemicals in their products.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't take, I mean, it's a foreign company.
Aldi's
crazy.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Aldi's awesome for sure. We shop at Aldi.
Yeah.
We always have it, and they also save a lot of money with like not having buggy wranglers and the people that work, like they have 3 or 4 people that work there and they don't really stock anything. They just take the boxes and like put it in there. So they save a lot of money doing that.
Our friends in the city may not know what a buggy wrangler is.
Oh, a cart. But they also, the people that work there also get paid really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And they're taken care of really well.
Imagine
that.
I respect a company that gives back to their people.
Yeah.
I mean,
pays a livable wage. Yeah, that's unheard of.
Exactly. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, and that was another thing too. When I was reading that deal started 2 days ago and it goes through Christmas Eve. So, that gives you also the opportunity to get it for your Christmas dinner and everything. So,
and their Aldi brand stuff is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, it's good. And you can always make this joke because I always make it. They sell nuts, and I go, "Hey, Mandy, look at all these nuts." all these nuts.
I like that.
Well, we just got our first 3 in my area in the last few months, so I need to start getting by there.
All these nuts.
Yeah, they're really good. They're actually good too, though. So you can have a little laugh if you got a partner out there that goes shopping with you, and
I think I've got this saved for our next video show, but I saw a clip of somebody breaking down that now I don't think there's what was it? It was a statistic that was something like in all 50 states, minimum wage won't afford a basic apartments prices median has exceeded what you could afford if you only paid for the apartment.
That's already there. Minimum wage is still $7.25. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is. Hasn't changed in 20 some odd years.
You cannot live on $7.25. You gotta have 5 or 6 roommates. It's trash, man. People used to be able to live on minimum wage.
Well, hey, people used to be able to live with one person working.
Yeah.
You know, my mom didn't work when we were kids. You know,
I want to talk about Chat GPT getting sexy.
I haven't tried it yet, surprisingly.
Sexy, and he knows.
Well, I don't think they're doing it till toward the end of the year. I don't think you could speak erotically to Chat GPT yet.
Ah, shucks. You want to find out?
But it may tell you, it may be like, hey, come back on December 15th and we'll roll.
Is it just like you want to talk erotically, or
They're taking the handcuffs off of it to where it can be your adult companion if you want it to be.
Wow. So, are you going to have to prove that you're old enough?
That's my whole. That's mentioned nowhere.
Yeah.
But I think that's why they're doing this, is to get everybody's biometric data and driver's licenses.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the only thing. So the day after that, they announced that you're now going to be able to order Walmart through ChatGPT through a partnership that they have together. So we've got ChatGPT can call the police on you. You can talk dirty to ChatGPT, and you can order your Walmart from ChatGPT. And your wife's in the comments, Clarence.
yeah, I think
Your wife loved us a minute ago, Tully.
I think
Be careful with what you're about to say.
No. I'm getting ready to tell you what it said. It doesn't look like it's came out yet. It says, "Are you able to be an?" I asked, "Are you able to be an adult companion?" And it said, "If you mean companionship as in friendly conversation, emotional support, or someone to talk to about your everyday creative ideals or life in general, absolutely yes. I can be thoughtful and engaging chat companion for adult topics that are appropriate and respectful.
Well,
If it's romantic or sexually companionship, I can't engage in simulated that kind of interaction, but I can still help you with topics about relationships, dating, intimacy, communication, emotional well-being, and similar areas."
So they haven't took the handcuffs off yet.
Yeah, no.
Because the word Altman used himself was erotic.
Wow.
So, of course, they're going to be like, well, since ChatGPT wants to talk erotically, we need to check your driver's license and get your facial recognition and fingerprints so that we can make sure you're you.
That's 100% why they're doing that.
I sent you a link, I think, a couple of weeks ago.
A few days ago.
That was for
Blue
an
Sky.
AI that you can download that does not do anything online. You download it to your computer.
I thought you were talking about you were trying to use something and it blocked you in Mississippi.
That was Blue Sky. Blue Sky is not currently available in Mississippi because of Mississippi's been getting strict like Louisiana on children. Not that they actually give a shit about children.
Exactly.
But,
why aren't they trying to solve child sex trafficking if they cared about kids?
Exactly.
That's
obviously, they want Blue Sky to start checking IDs and stuff, and Blue Sky says they're not going to do it. So you can't view Blue Sky in Mississippi. I guess I'm going to have to VPN. It was the solution to Twitter when Elon bought it out and people didn't want it.
I'm glad
are there a lot of people there?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean,
maybe we should start trying to stream there too.
Yeah, let's do it. But I'm so glad that I don't really use social media.
I use it to post our stuff, and this week I've been answering Alan's pick a movie thing that he's been doing, but I literally go like Terminator 2 or Grease.
I got on my birthday, I got on Facebook. I was like, how many posts have I made in a year? 7. And none of them were actually posts. They were like, I shared something or I'll let somebody else post on my wall.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like I feel like social media has just burnt me out, man. I'd rather just hang out with her in there or, go visit Tully every 3 or 4 months or something.
Like, if it weren't for posting podcast stuff, like I said, I'd never get on.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, when we've got something to share with each other, we just send it to each other.
Yeah.
So,
But I
Yeah.
don't like the idea of everything requiring
You
a not.
Something that, so everybody, how everybody was like, I can't get on TikTok because of China or whatever.
mhm.
Everybody that has said that and that has left TikTok has started sending me either YouTube shorts or like Facebook reels or Instagram reels. And I know that you guys look at that kind of stuff anyway, but I'm talking about people who are like hardline against TikTok. They're sending me stuff that was on TikTok 3 months ago that is now on like Facebook reels. And I'm like, I'm not pulling that up. I can't.
Okay, the one I sent yesterday though was cool as shit. No, it was. This was a great story, but it was from a couple of years ago. There was this woman there was a kid peeping into her 15-year-old daughter's room, and the police are coming and they have their dash cam on. The guy goes running, and here comes mom across the damn yard and tackles him in the middle of the damn street.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Look, he's getting up and he's like, I'm sorry, you're sorry. And about that time, the cop looks over at her. Good job, mom. And he picks the guy up and carries him off.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
all back. That's a good one. There are some cool stuff on there, but I mean, I just don't like shorts like that. Even TikTok, I don't like really watching TikTok a lot because I've already got a bad attention span anyway, and I feel like that's designed to make it worse.
Well, maybe so, but as we've discussed, it's one of the last places left for figuring out what's going on,
It is cool to get like little quick stories of stuff every once in a while, but I mean, my TikTok always reverts back to cop chases, shootouts, and like people farting in public.
Oh God.
What are you
doing, Cecil?
I don't know. Like there's this one guy, he walks around in public and he'll fart in like these people's faces and go, "Oh, I'm sorry," and run off. And that's
not my TikTok.
Do you want to know what my algorithm does? Crystals, cooking, and dog videos.
Yeah.
mine's all conspiracies and funny stuff.
Well, like I said, I get conspiracies from you, and I get crystals and food from Mo. So I'll see some of that stuff. But from the stuff that I actually just look for, there are a couple of comedians and then dog videos.
I do get Mandy's every once in a while.
I do see Mandy's.
I got you.
I love her chat GPT images of you and her. Those are awesome.
Yeah. She made one today rocking out to a Rob Zombie song wearing a pig nose and a blonde wig. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Chat GPT, right now the only thing I use it for is to make pictures, like funny pictures. That's all I do it for now.
Oh yeah, that's all I use them for. Like I said, or if I want to clean up something I'm writing, I may throw it in there and say, "Hey, clean this up."
Now, when it does get erotic, totally can expect a lot of shirtless pictures of me.
That's crazy. It's crazy that's even going to be a thing, honestly.
I know, right? I mean, they already have people that talk about the fact that their boyfriend or girlfriend is a chat GPT bot.
Oh yeah. That's a real thing.
I don't like people. Why in the hell?
We're one step away from somebody releasing like once they get human looking androids, it's over.
Yeah.
They've already got them, dude. I would assume.
No, there's humanoid ones, but I'm talking like Westworld level androids. Once that happens, it's over.
10 years ago, you were seeing these bots walk around, though. And
what about one that's a surrogate that'll carry a baby for you? That's insane.
Where were they carrying to?
And the government, honestly, like the CIA and Skunkworks and stuff, definitely may have like a Westworld level android. I mean, some of our politicians might be androids. Who knows? But once that happens to public, people are going to start marrying them. There's not a doubt in my mind. It's going to be like that movie that came out recently. What was it called? Where the dude literally gets a girlfriend that's unboxes her and she doesn't know she's a robot.
I don't
How do I
know.
not know that?
I think it's called like Surrogate or something. Maybe.
Surrogates was with Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. And
not
that
that
one was
one.
wild too.
Yeah. But I mean, if you want to do some research on it, just look up, erotic dolls.
Don't look up.
Don't
erotic-
do that.
Well, I mean, that's where it all starts, though. Like
companion.
erotic companions or whatever, because that's where it all starts. Is in that industry. They always get like the most high tech versions of the like human like things or whatever first, and they even they pioneer VHS and everything. You know what I mean? Like, I will if you want me to. But I don't know. Like I don't know. We're in a weird world right now, but we'll see what Atlas 3A or whatever does when it comes here.
What I'm really not looking forward to is when these people who are diddling robots are like we need equal
Rights.
just like I get the same tax breaks as you.
Damn it. If I can't take my dogs off on my taxes, hell no.
My
as
thing
much as
is,
I spend on them.
Yeah.
My thing is, if they're going to have these companions, then they should be forced to marry them. That's my deal.
Come on, just keep them looking like the blow up dolls. At least then we can tell them apart.
You have to get like branding on your forehead or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be just like, people, go off the deep end when you talk about cloning. And, I would rather a clone have human rights than a robot.
True. True. It's
Because-
going to be bad because the robots are going to look like us, sound like us, and have access to tap into infinite universe of information. So they're going to have superior arguments.
Oh, yes. And
So
then they think that AI is going to take our jobs. Wait.
Oh my
That's real.
god!
again, next time we have a video show, I've got one of the newest humanoid.
Mhm.
It's like a 3-minute video where it can they now make humanoids that can pick up your house.
Mhm.
Like
Wow.
a maid, like detect and get rid of clutter, fold your clothes.
You said something that has me terrified for people. You'll
Right.
never win another argument if you get one of these companions.
No,
You'll never-
but in the
That's
movie,
not acceptable.
in the movie Companion, the way that they combated this, you could dial up or down their intelligence and dial up or down their aggressiveness and their like how flirty they were. You could dial that up and down too.
but realistically, if you have one of these, you'll never have that sweet feeling of saying Google it, and when they do, they just hang their head in defeat. Like, that's sad. Oh my god.
There are so many things sad about it, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, the last kind of this isn't really artificial intelligence as much as it is the technological hellscape that we're in. But I found out about a TV. This TV's been given away the last couple of years. It's called the Telly TV. And it's a free 55-inch TV that they'll give you, and it has 2 screens, one above it and one below the speaker. And the one below the speaker plays ads nonstop. So you can watch shows, but you have to watch ads 24/7. And if you try to disconnect it for any reason, it could lead to $1,000 return fee for the TV. Hey, Easy. Good to see you,
Easy.
dude.
Easy.
Uh,
That sucks.
okay. You can get a 55-inch TV right now for $250.
You can find them at yard sales for like less than 50.
Yeah.
So
Here's the kicker: you can get a 85-inch for $678, Mandy, at Walmart. And I mean, why are they so cheap now? I guess it's because they produce so many of them. But I always feared that these TVs are watching us and listening to us.
And they are.
Yeah. So,
but it's not just your TV, it's your refrigerator, it's your toaster now.
your phone.
Yeah, your dog's collar is going to be listening to you at some point.
Not mine. Mine's just a plain old collar.
Even if I didn't need a TV easy, I think I would have to buy the 70-inch if it was only $360.
they are that much. They're not much anymore at all.
That's
like the 85
crazy.
And wait till Black Friday and they'll go down lower than that.
Yeah.
I guess I just haven't bought a TV in a long time.
I'm pushing right now to get us 85-inch because we got 75 right now, and 85 just sounds 10 inches better.
Hey, I have 81 inches of monitor now. I know you can't see that, but it's there.
How are you? Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got to like look across the room to see how close are you sitting to it?
It's 3 curves. So it's a 27, a 27, and a 27
That's
on an arm.
absolutely nuts.
I'll send you a picture later.
I got 2 32s, 24, and a 50 right there.
Dude, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Easy said last Black Friday went around the streets on big trash day and found 4 working TVs.
Nice.
Wow.
You could flip that kind of stuff on Marketplace. Just take them home and put them on for $50, make 150 bones.
That's right. That's it. Keep 1 and sell 3 and call it a day.
Yeah. People are always throwing out stuff that's worth money, though. The last time we had neighbors down the street move out, they put out 2 propane tanks.
Wow. That's like $9.
Oh, yeah. Well, here it's over 100. A brand new propane tank at the dollar store will cost you $60.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
They've went up they've went up $20 a pop since COVID.
Everything's gone up.
Yeah.
I have eggs now.
We got some eggs.
My chickens started laying.
My mom brought us a bunch from the farm.
Awesome.
So we got like 7 18 packs right now.
Nice.
No, at the moment I'm getting about 3 a day, but that means I only have like 3 to 4 chickens laying. I've got 15. So give me another month and I'll be giving away eggs.
I'm going to have to look into that, Linda.
Yeah.
I don't know if StreamYard's having server issues tonight or what.
Or it could be Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't know because nobody's frozen up on StreamYard itself.
I'm not seeing anybody freezing up right now, but
I've heard of water glassing, Easy Mac.
Yeah. The preservation.
Yes.
Technique.
I've never tried it, but yeah.
I saw a person that water glassed eggs and tested them a year later, and they were still good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't wash them, they stay good too for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say 6 weeks, but you can float those bad boys 3 months later and they'll still be good.
Yeah,
Just have to check them.
All you gotta do is use a tweezer and take out that little embryo and throw it in the garbage.
Anyway, we're at time. And we're freezing to death, apparently.
Yeah.
So
sorry about that. Not our fault.
Birds aren't real. Easy, are we freezing on Rumble too for you? And people have been saying we've been freezing all night. So
I'm cold for sure.
It is cold here outside. It was chilly this morning.
Phenomenal here.
I gotta go to the stream and get some water after we get off here. We're out of water here. So that's gonna suck in the winter. I didn't think about that when we started drinking nothing but spring water.
Mm-hmm. My grandmother used to do that. She used to live in the Ozarks, and that was one of our big treats when we'd go visit was going to the street, the spring, and getting water.
Mm-hmm.
Take your jugs and go to the mountain.
My kidneys have gotten, since I started drinking nothing but spring water, my kidneys have gotten better.
Awesome.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about all the pharmaceuticals that they can't filter out of your tap water. So that doesn't surprise me one bit.
Yep.
But
anyway, what's happening on Weird Awakenings tonight?
Haunted asylums.
Haunted asylums.
This being one right here.
Yeah. I went through a haunted house at one not too long ago.
Cool.
but you should hop on and talk about it.
I've got to go get water. I wasn't joking about that. Thank you all for watching us. Make sure to tune back in next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time on everywhere that you can watch videos. Apparently, I think we're everywhere, unless there's one we don't know about.
We're not on Blue Sky, but we're going to check it out.
Yep.
I've never even heard of that.
That's the only reason I knew is because, like I said, when Elon bought it out, everybody that had a meltdown.
And again, thank you to the hundreds of people that subscribed to YouTube last week, which was weird. Very strange. Totally believes you've been there this whole time, but I don't know.
Well, all I'm saying is I know that you've seen this, and I have personally seen the count go up. And it'll say that 5 people followed, and the count doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
So,
but it's pretty cool.
I don't know.
Pretty chill. We still, I don't know what we can do with that. YouTube's one of the ones we're like, whatever. But
or when are we doing a Saturday show? I don't know when we're definitely doing the one after Halloween.
November 1st, but it's our regular show, but we're going to move it to the 1st.
It's going to have to be November 1st because I'm out of town next Friday, unless you got next Saturday, unless you guys want to.
No, we figured too, Weird's 5th birthday is Halloween, so we'd let them have Friday and we'd do Saturday so you could be there too. Because we love you, Cecil.
All right. Whatever.
I don't know if you guys are doing anything. I might get bored tomorrow and want to do a video episode or something.
Just holler at me. I don't have anything going on. Mo's in Arizona, so
we might end up going to Louisville tomorrow. I don't know. I've got a water leak too that I've got to fix in the morning.
Well, if I do, it'll be like 8 at the earliest.
Cool. Anyway, why are we talking about after show stuff at the end of the show? Because that's what we do.
Yeah. Very professional. We're getting paid tens of dollars to do this.
So,
hey, Box of Rocks.
What's up, Box of Rocks?
Nice. Box of Rocks.
You're late, but we're about to jump to a different show to talk about haunted insane asylums if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Go to Weird Realities Network on YouTube and Facebook, and watch the Haunted Asylums with Weird Awakenings, which is starring Morgana with her lackey Tolly, and Steven will be there. Willie, Steven will be there.
Yeah.
I love Steven. And thank you all for watching us because we are watching you. Peace.